All right, hey, what's up, guys? GingerPlays here, and I am joined with
RV.
yes. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a podcast um, about the what are we doing a podcast on?
We can talk about a couple things. We're mainly doing it about the upcoming playoffs for the MLB, including the upcoming wild card game tonight.
Yep. Last night, of course, we had the NL wild card. I didn't get to see all that game, which I am upset about, but they went
I didn't
to
get to
the
see it all either, but when I checked the recap this morning, I was both shocked at how low scoring the game was,
yep.
and I was also really happy that the Rockies won.
I was too. I was really scared. I did not think the Rockies could pull it out, especially in Chicago, but they really turned up. So props to them.
I went back. I went back today and watched the recap video. The number one thing I noticed is that Chicago in this game choked more than they had in. I would say they choked more than they have in the previous 2 years in their playoffs. They left so many runners stranded so many different times. Honestly, if they had played like they were actually competing to win the division, if they actually you know what I mean, like really used what's the right word? What am I thinking of?
Had they capitalized on their chances, they probably would have been able to come out on
Yeah,
top.
yeah,
But they didn't,
yeah, for
and
sure.
Denver was able to take advantage of that. And yeah, but props to
Yeah,
them. Glad with that outcome. Now tonight we have the AL
Oakland
wild card.
Aids,
Look
the
forward
Oakland
to.
Aids versus everybody's favorite MLB team.
Yes. So honestly, I think it's going to be a tough challenge for the Oakland A's to come into New York and try and take a one-game series, an elimination game. But I think they can do it. I heard they're going to have basically a bullpen day, meaning they're not really going to have a starter. They're just going to use their bullpen, which is smart, because they have such a strong bullpen. There's a lot of depth there. But I think that's going to come back to bite them because if New York is able to get to them early, that game's over.
It would make sense if they used a bullpen day. It would make more sense if they were in ALDS because then there's multiple games. I don't see that considering the fact that if they lose, then they go home. I mean, sure I like look. You could put a team with a bullpen in a game, for a bullpen day with a good bullpen, but you still probably would rather have some of your starters, especially some of the starters that the Athletics have had. You would rather have them playing. But then again, there are a couple of them that are injured, so it still kind of makes sense.
Right, right.
I don't think wild card game of bullpen day is really a great idea, but I mean, if they come out victorious, then I'll be totally wrong. And I do want them to win. I really don't want to see the Yankees. Well, this is what I wanted to talk about. There are pluses to both teams winning. The biggest plus for the Yankees winning is going to be watching the Yankees versus the Red Sox in the ALDS. Because, I mean, you know that's going to be an interesting series.
Right.
But the Athletics, it'd be interesting to see them take on some of the biggest giants in the AL this year. Thinking about this, but imagine if it gets to the point where the Athletics and Astros are faced against each other in the ALCS. There's a lot that would have to happen for that to be the case. But just imagine these two teams that play in the same division that have been playing against each other all year. And it's been. I checked the scores today. It's been a pretty even amount of wins and losses for each team facing against each other. I just think that would be a really good series.
Yeah. Yeah.
But either or, I would much rather see the Athletics win just because I don't want to see the Yankees go again. But
Yeah.
again, there are positives to either side.
I would say this. The Yankees, I believe, have a better chance of beating the Red Sox in the ALDS, but I would love to see the Athletics win. But the Athletics, they've lost Sean Medea. He might even miss the 2019 season.
Sean Medea.
I don't even know how to. I misspelled his name. I looked it up a second ago. I misspelled it so horribly. I don't know how to say it.
Here's the
I'm not Chinese.
thing. Guys, everybody go hate on GingerPlays. He's racist. So Sean Manea. I'm gonna pull up a little bit about Sean Manea. There's actually a really funny story regarding him from last year. So last year, in August, we went to see the Athletics play the Astros. And you know how, like, when I get there early, I try to like get autographs from players and stuff. And the Athletics, their players weren't really as good then as they are now. But Sean Manea was signing autographs, and at the time, I was like first of all, I was like, I guess I could have gotten it, but I didn't really think he was worth getting it at the time. But the funniest part about the story is that there was this like millennial not overweight but fat white dude there who had like the glasses and then his Yeezys on and like this backwards hat and a chain and everything. And yeah, and a long brown beard. And like he literally got Sean Manea to sign his iPhone. Like he didn't have anything there. So he literally had him sign the back of his iPhone.
That's funny.
And then he asked me, "Do you think Altuve will sign Yeezys?" And at the time, I was just like, "I don't know," because the dude was creeping me out.
Yeah. Yo, I had a guy.
But anyways, back to stats.
I went on a little of a what do you call it? Like a rabbit trail. I went to the batting cages today, and there was a guy there, and I was just minding my own business, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you ever bat left-handed before?" I was like, sometimes, but not really." He's like, "Yeah, I just tried it. It's pretty interesting. It's hard." I go, no, dur. Yeah, it's hard. And then we just had this like super awkward conversation. Like it was kind of cool, but it was just like, okay. And so, but yeah. Anyways, going back to stats, like you were saying. Honestly, I think the Athletics have the talent to come out tonight, but they really don't have the talent to get past. If they do make it past the wild card, I don't think they can make it past the ALDS against the Red Sox. Even if it was playing like the Indians, I really doubt they could get past. My
Given
prediction,
some of their players haven't really been in like a postseason form before, I wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees won, just because I feel like Oakland would collapse. And even if they beat the Yankees, it'd be interesting to see, but I don't see them going past the Red Sox.
well, see, that's the thing, right?
Um,
That's the thing. You had the Rockies yesterday. A lot of their guys were new. They were kind of new to this whole wild card scene. And in an elimination game, these players know how to fight their way to win a game. But that's just one game. Whenever you have to go up in a series and you have to fight for every single game, you can't give up one. I feel like that's when new young players are truly tested because they've, gone through the entire season thinking if we drop a game or two, it's fine. In the postseason, if you drop a game, you can instantly put yourself in a hole. Even if you're up 2 games, that can be enough momentum to get the other team going. And I think that's what a lot of young players struggle with. That and all the attention on them too, because yeah, you have attention on you the entire season, but in the postseason it's more so because they have at least 50 to 70 cameras spread throughout, professional cameras, not to mention phones, but professional cameras spread throughout the entire stadium. They're watching every single player on the field and off the field, and any little mistake you make, you're going to hear about it. If not the next day, you're going to hear about it in the moment. And
you're gonna hear it that night. The meme pages for some of the stuff that went on yesterday. It was like I was looking all through it today. It was some of the most brutal stuff.
For sure.
For especially young players, that's gonna be really hard to handle for them if they can't like play it right.
Now, moving on. Not to be biased.
Oh wait, there's one thing I wanted to point out about the Rockies.
Good.
I was gonna point it out earlier. Love to see. I'm not gonna get into NL yet because we'll get into that later. NL is definitely more of a changeup, and I like that a lot more. than what the AL series is. I mean, of course, the Astros are on the AL, but the NL has a lot of teams that weren't even in contention last year.
Right.
That now are like they like the Braves own home field, and didn't even have to go to a game 163.
No. I believe it's the Dodgers. No, I'm sorry, the Brewers. Brewers own home field.
No. But watching the games at 163, both of them on Monday. That's when they were, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I was looking at the bracket, and it was like LA versus the Rockies, and then the Cubs versus the Brewers. So I think either AL or either the Braves won the previous game or something else happened. I didn't pay as much attention as I probably should have. But like either
Well,
way, the next day on Monday when
you know why they had a tiebreaker, right? Game 163.
wasn't it because the Dodgers and Rockies both had a tied record as did the Cubs?
Yeah, yeah. So that's because the let me actually look that up. I'm pretty sure the Braves record was I don't think they won more than 90 games. Let me check.
But what I was gonna say
Okay,
about the Rockies,
real quick, they went 90 and 72. So,
okay.
but the Brewers I think are 96 and something. They're up there. But go ahead.
What I was gonna say about the Rockies, I like that they won yesterday, but the performance that they gave overall last night is just not gonna cut it when it comes to this upcoming series against are they playing? Are they playing the Braves or? Hold on.
The Rockies are going to play the I can't say it. The Brewers.
The Brewers. Like considering how explosive, but then again, the Brewers wasn't a super high scoring game either.
No.
Like the thing is, they're both going to be intense matchups. Because like wasn't a super high scoring game either.
No.
Some good pitchers. They both have great offense. They're both going to be they both have good defensive players. But because the Rockies' performance last night, they left plenty of runners stranded too, as did the Cubs. If they're gonna compete in the NLDS, they're gonna have to add some more to their offense, like explode it more than they did in that one game. You know what I mean?
Right, of course. Yeah.
Aiden joined the live stream, but he doesn't care about sports.
I know. I just checked that. All right. So moving on. Let's go past. So first of all, I don't expect the Astros to have much of a problem. We're gonna take games 1 and 2 with Verlander and Cole. I expect us to drop game 3 in Cleveland just because Keuchel's pitching on the road, and we all know how that goes.
Yeah.
But we got Morton the very next day, and I think that was by design, which I'm glad Hinch designed it that way. So, at least if we, do Verlander, Cole, and Morton, our best 3 pitchers, and one of them loses a game, then we have Keuchel, who's likely to lose another game, and then we're either tied 2 games, or maybe that's win number 3 for the Indians. Who knows? But the way it's set up, I don't expect us to have much of a problem. So I fully expect us to go to the ALCS. When we get there,
I have to disagree with you there.
You do?
I'm not okay. I'm not saying that the Astros aren't going to go to the ALCS. I do think, considering the run they've had this year and the run they had last year, I do think it's more likely than the Indians going to the NLCS. But the number one thing I wanted to point out the Indians was that in playoff last year, we didn't face against them. See, the thing is, the Yankees and Red Sox, they're both great teams this year. But the Red Sox more so than Yankees. But you know what I mean. We faced against them both last year, So at the very least, we have more experience with their pitchers in postseason form. Whereas whereas for the Indians, we don't have as much of that experience.
Right, but you got to look at
So
it. Last year, every single Indian pitcher just really, really underperformed for what they should have been doing. That should have been a 3 game sweep easily, and it turned into a 5 game set that they lost. And
yeah,
I think that especially this season, I mean, first of all, the Indians were one of I think, not the only playoff team, but one of the most, what would you call it, quiet playoff teams. Because, you had
yeah,
the Astros and the Red Sox. Everyone was focused on the Red Sox getting their franchise winning record. The Astros, going head to head with the Athletics, trying to keep the lead. And then, you all know what you had with the the tiebreaker and everything. The Braves on the other
right.
side, flew under the radar too, but the Indians more so. We heard very little about the Indians, going through August and September. And I think that's mostly because, first of all, their division was trash. They had what, an 11, 12 game lead over the Twins, who I think they had a losing record, and that was the second best team in that division. And that's how they got most of their wins. Whenever they played some tough opponents, they lost. They lost against the Red Sox. They lost against the Athletics. They lost against the Yankees. I don't think they have what it takes to get them past. And even though they have, pitchers like Bauer and they have pitchers like that,
Corey
Carrasco,
Kluber.
Kluber. Isn't Kluber going to come out of the no, Kluber's going to start. That's right. I forgot which starter they're going to have come out of the pen. But I mean,
I do
even
think it's going to
still,
be interesting. I don't know. I didn't check them. I didn't check the matchup. So I mean, I could be completely wrong about this. I didn't check the pitching matchup. But if it is Verlander versus Kluber, that'd be a really cool pitching matchup to watch.
oh for sure. In fact, have they announced it yet? I'm curious.
I don't. I don't see. I'm gonna Google it.
I am too.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
since you're already doing it, I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, their their pitchers could try be like working harder this year and trying to do better. But given, I would say that I mean the Cubs have choked pretty hard this year as of last night, but I still would say that the Indians are the biggest choke team in the playoffs
Uh-huh.
in this entire bracket. They were last year and they are this year. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they can actually make it past the ALDS. I hope. I very much hope that's not the case. I do think we are going to get to the ALCS, but at the end of the day, they're still a playoff team. They've been a playoff team for the past 3 years. They have experience in the playoffs. What they really got to do is just not choke.
Right. Yep.
So it'll be an interesting series, but I don't think it's going to be as interesting as what we're going to talk about next,
And what's that?
which is matchups in the ALCS.
Uh-huh. All right, real quick, it's going to be Corey, I can't talk today. Corey Kluber versus Justin Verlander. Saturday, Carlos Carrasco versus I can't speak, Garrett Cole. And then we're going to have on Monday, it's going to be Mike Clevenger versus Dallas Keuchel. So that'll be fun.
That's a pretty even matchup.
I think so.
I love Dallas, but oh man, if he's gonna be gone yet this year, he better. It'd be nice if he won another ring, considering how off his season has been this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Next year,
All right, so what you got?
I just asked you. Do you think Marwin will leave next year?
Oh yeah. Not if the Astros offer him a decent contract. I think he likes what he does here. I mean, he gets to play any position he wants, basically. with
Yeah.
some parameters. So I
I
think
have
he'll
such a
stick
love
around.
I have such a love-hate relationship with Marwin because it's like when he's on, like it's dynamic. When he's on, he's such a good player. But then for every other game in the week when he's off, it's just.
Yeah,
But anyways, back to the ALCS.
yeah, yeah. Um,
So let's talk about each of the four possibilities. Let's start with the Yankees versus Astros. Who do you got winning that series?
Astros. Astros have better starting pitching. Their bullpen is pretty much evenly matched. We did have trouble with them in the regular season, but I don't expect that to carry over. I do expect it to be a tough series, but I don't expect us to lose to them.
Here's what I can say. Astros at home field,
Yeah,
they're going to win every single game they have there.
yeah,
Or at least like it'll be close and then they'll win the game. When they go to Yankee Stadium, I would not be surprised if they lose every single game they have in Yankee Stadium.
yep.
Based on passing, Yankee Stadium is brutal, man.
All right.
It is brutal.
Yeah,
Like considering last year, how like I didn't even want to watch the ALCS whenever they were playing in Yankee Stadium, just because it was so bad. I mean, Altuve was having an MVP season last year, and every time I would watch him bat in Yankee Stadium, it would just be strikeout after strikeout. So going into this year, it's definitely going to be close, like you said. I don't think there's any doubt. But if that were the matchup, I still think Astros would come out victorious.
yeah.
And I'll be right back because I just noticed.
What? You hang on, wait. You just froze. Ryan, we lost him, boys. All right. Well, you guys want to see me do some flight simulator? Is it my computer? No, it's his. Dang it. All right. Well, he's gone. So let's jump onto the flight simulator, shall we? Go away. I don't want you here. Hope you guys are having a good day. I don't care. I've got it. Wow. Look at the Earth spin. It's really pretty to see it spin. Enter flight simulator. All right, we're gonna go with the slow plane because I'm horrible at the fast plane. Oh my goodness! Of course it does that to me. All right. Do I have my mouse around here? Dang it! No, I don't. All right. All right. We're gonna balance it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Dang it. Come on. All right, there we go. Let's crank it. Yep, I know. I can hear you, Snowflake. You guys want to see me drop? Whoa, dear. And there it goes. Ah, I thought I was gonna die. That's sad. Is there a city around here? Where did I come from? Alright, let's fix it. Yeah. Stop it. What the? Why? Did you guys see a city? Bro, wait, are you trying to like... Why, you think I'm skinny? Bro, I got gains. Relax. Oh, goodness. Alright, what else you got? And for your information, I can draw my mom and dad. They just don't let me because they're scared. Okay? So relax. I know, right? Still pretty decent
So my
graphics, but
PC crashed.
not that good. Yeah, I could tell. Because he just kind of said, I'll be
Isn't
right
it great
back.
when that
And then he
happens?
died. Psych! Not today! Whoa. Let's see if I can land this puppy, shall we? Alright. Slow the roll. Slow your roll. Alright.
Oh.
Alright, and we...
Not so much.
Oh my goodness, what? You're breaking up horribly, Ryan. Ryan,
Me?
are you good now?
Yeah, you were cutting out so much in the last one.
No, you were cutting out so much in the last one.
Okay, we get it. Anyways, what I was trying to say right before my PC decided to crash was that I just noticed you were wearing that A-Brag jersey that you got, so I decided it'd be fitting to put on my Bregman jersey as well. So,
Sounds great! Top of the morning to you,
anyway,
ladies. My name is GingerPlays, and today we are going to get back to what we were talking about.
yay! All right, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Yankees and Astros in the ALCS. All right, time for possibility number 2 for the Astros because we don't really care about matchups on other teams. Astros versus Red Sox. Who do you got winning that?
Astros versus Red Sox. Well,
Before we even answer, I don't think anybody can deny that both of these teams have had some of the best seasons ever.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. I honestly think that I think it'll be tough, but the Red Sox don't have a bullpen. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I mean, Astros don't have a great bullpen either, but
What do you...
hold on, Bandy.
We have one of the best bullpen ERA in the league. We have a pretty good bullpen.
Whoa, hold on. What the?
Okay. Relax, okay? Relax, Aiden. Chill.
What did Aiden say?
He called me an uncultured swine.
That's what you called me.
When? When?
What is Ethan saying? Up inside his anime death? It's the lyrics of Ryan's absolute heather, uncultured son. Right? Well, Ethan, I just noticed you on the stream. Why are you wearing your hat like a 90s gangster?
Because, man, it feels good to be a gangster.
Okay, now. Anyways. Yeah, it would probably be the single closest matchup out of any team in the AL.
Yeah.
I would in my heart, I'd hope that it'd be the Astros. But if I'm going to speak realistically, currently, until further development in the playoffs, I would have to say that Red Sox would most likely win that series. But again, anything can happen in the playoffs.
Yep. I agree.
Now then, Astros versus the Athletics in the ALCS.
It's me and
That
you. All right, you said
that
it. You said who?
what?
You
Oh, I said
said
athletics and Astros.
yes.
Don't at me on this. That would be the single most entertaining ALCS matchup out of all the teams.
And why is that?
Because they're both teams from the West that have been battling against each other all season, and it finally all boils down to one series, and the winner goes to the World Series and could possibly get a ring.
Oh yeah.
I would have to say that's more entertaining than two series that we've already seen happen last year. Not in the NLCS, but we've seen the Astros, all three of those teams play each other last year. What we haven't seen is a good old fashioned Astros Athletics game in the postseason.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. But I expect it to be, if that ever happens, which I really doubt it will. I expect that to be a good series. I'm sorry.
I'd
When
have
did
to
I
say
say "Hey
Astros win.
Siri"?
Yas Queen.
Read that. Can you read that? See what she says?
No, I'd have to. You'd have to
Hey
join
Siri,
camera.
you're a twat. She doesn't understand. She's so stupid.
That's a good one. Okay, dude, what are you doing with your hat? Goodness me. Anyways. All right, now, let's talk about the NL.
Do we have to?
I mean, if you don't want to, but I feel like there's some interesting stuff to talk about there. We can either talk about the NL or my ongoing beef with Christian. Which would you rather do?
I'm going beef with Christian.
Okay, professional interviewer, ask me questions about that.
Okay, so is it fake? Wait. Let me do this the right way. Hello, everybody. My name is GingerPlays. I am here today joined with Ryan. Now, Ryan, tell me, you've had quite a bit of beef with a man named Christian. So tell me something.
A man?
You're right. He's more like a boy. But tell me something. Is it
What?
fake? Earlier last week, I should say, Christian released some, what would you say, undisclosed DMs that have surfaced through a video that Christian posted
What
showing
video?
that you faked the beef. Now tell me, is the beef
Wait a
fake?
minute. What video surfaced?
The video that Christian released about you having your DMs in his DMs asking him to start some beef. Is that accurate?
What video did he post about that? That would
It
have to be
happened
today,
a couple
because
days ago.
the only videos he's uploaded on his channel ever were the first video, which was a response to my reaction to him roasting me, his diss track, which got taken down because he decided to use a Metro Boomin clip, and then his new video he uploaded last week saying there would be a track coming Tuesday, which never happened. So I don't know what video you're talking about.
Wow, he took it down. I sent
Okay,
it to
if that were
Kenneth.
the case, okay. Look, I'll run down everything. uh, I'll run down basically how this whole thing happened. To answer your question in short, yes, it's fake. I
No, I'm
don't
not
have.
short. I'm tall. I wanted in tall.
You just had to go and talk about how tall you are. You can't. Anyways, so a year ago,
Is that a
whenever I
comment
was
at
doing,
me?
it's not. Is that a comment? Is that a diss at me? No, it's a
Are you
comment.
sure about that?
a year ago,
Please do that,
we
Andrew. That would
he
make me really happy.
hold on a sec.
I have just got news from an unreleased source that they have the video and they are sending it to me currently.
He's emailing you a beat. So back whenever I was doing the whole stupid diss track,
No,
like
he's not.
back when I was doing the whole diss track thing back in the fall of last year, Christian came up to me at one practice and he asked me to make a diss track on him.
Yes.
And I was kind of like, I don't know, maybe, probably. And then everything happened, and it was like I was not looking to make one.
You were
And in
not.
spite of everything else that had happened, what?
Right, of course, because why would you want to get attention?
You know how messy things were at the time. There was no way I was gonna release another track after everything else that had happened at that time.
Hold up.
So
I'm getting more information about this. Uh-huh. Yeah? No, I want the turkey on rye, not the chicken. Yeah. My source was proven to be inaccurate, so continue.
So then basically I started up my YouTube again, and I was talking with David one night after service, because you had it was like after you and Evan had left or whatever, and I was talking about stuff for my channel. I was running by the podcast and stuff, and then I was like, I haven't thought about like making a few joke diss tracks for fun, and he told me I should, and I was trying to think because like there are multiple people that like I could do one on, but like there are people that I would want to make one on and people that I wouldn't want to make one on. And so
Si,
I was
senor.
like, I remember that Christian had wanted me to make one a year ago. So basically, I asked him, yeah, because it was back, maybe not in an exact year, but it was back in like September of 2017 or something.
That is a year ago.
And so, well, not on the exact. Anyways,
you're retarded. Sorry, go ahead. This is unprofessional. Sir? I think we lost him. Well, that's gonna do it for this news segment.
No, wait. And so, I DM'd him after I got home from church that night, and I was like, "Yo, did you still want me to make a diss track on you? It's just a joke." And he was like, "Yeah." And so basically, we decided that we wanted to get clout.
Oh, clout, yes.
Up with this little fake beef.
Now, for those of you who don't know out there what clout is, dirt off. What the heck is that? Dirt oof. Yes, so it appears that one member of our audience is having a stroke. So while we tend to him, continue your story.
Okay, so.
And yes, I enjoy interrupting you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you ever interrupt me again,
Sir,
I will crunch as many frosted flakes.
Sir, go ahead. Sir.
Anyways.
Do not raise your voice at me. Do not raise your voice at me.
Do not raise your voice at me.
I am a respected member of this community. Which community? I have no idea. They just told me that. Okay, so you would not raise your voice at me. So continue, sir.
Anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah. And so then we basically then we got to Monday, and he made some joke at lunch. It wasn't anything at all. It was literally just saying that like he was trying to help me because I was doing bad at HCYA or whatever, which is fair. That's totally fair. But that was like I was like, oh wait, there's something I can do to kind of make this whole thing beef and start it. So then, of course, I made the video. Then he got taken down because he decided I don't know. Anyways, but I made the video saying I've been roasted, and then I dropped the first track a little bit later. What was it called? Shots? Yeah. dropped the first track a little bit later, and he was like, "Oh, okay, now I got to respond to this." And what were your honest thoughts about the whole track as a whole? I know you did your reaction video to it and everything, but it's like we got to do an honest thought on the track as a whole for each track that's been up so far. Are you there?
Now, my hat has currently rotated around my head 3 times, which means I'm ready to partake in some evident feng shui. What does that mean? I have no idea, but here is my honest opinion. It was a good track to begin with. It could have been better, but it wasn't. It was average, and you should be proud of the fact that I called it average, because I could have called it a lot worse. Now, I'll tell you this. Everything that I say is not to be taken lightly. At the same time, everything I don't say should be taken heavily. So, just know this. It was a good track. Could have been better. I think Christian had a better comeback, but the final track you did was pretty good. The first one you did was good. The second one, I don't know what you were trying to do.
I'll get into that in a minute.
Where's my friend?
Here's where everything was like, okay. Now I'm like, why did I just like not do? It's been an hour last night. Yeah. Anyways, look, when the second track came out, like here's what I have to say. None of his lines were a surprise to me. Nothing he said in that track was something that I wasn't already expecting. I don't think it was. I'm not gonna go out here and expect like professional quality from Christian or anything. Like that would be stupid. I don't. His lyrics were fine. I mean, like, I wouldn't say they're like the most amazing thing ever, but I mean they're good for what he's doing. And his the biggest problem I had with this track was honestly his flow, which I know a lot of people didn't get.
There's a giant gonna kill the house.
What?
Just to continue, I'm listening.
I know a lot of people didn't get, but the the track he would be basically saying, like, he started off with his flow. The very first line he started with, on all the way down to when he said couldn't get those digits, I was like, oh, this could actually be like really good for Christian. Like I thought it was going to be good.
They're running away.
And then his flow turned into no more visits. Dot dot pause 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 pause, and then he comes back with another line. Then he goes again. He says a couple lines, and he's like pause 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 pause, another line. And then like the disses that he used were good, but then he had lines that, like, I'll get into more with the other track I uploaded the other day. He had lines where he was like saying, "Stop the mission to Mars with rap. Can't even leave Earth with that crap." And like at that point, I was like, where is this gone? Like, how has that gone to this? Like, how is where you started gone to this? And then he said something about my stack.
About to shoot the
said that my third rap's better than all your stack.
I killed the giant.
And what are you doing?
I'm listening.
You're not. You're looking at your phone.
It's not what I'm doing. Do you like my drawing?
Is that your pickup line?
You like my drawing,
Um,
Aiden? Oh, how high? Okay,
okay.
I must answer this question right now. I am not high, but stoned? No. But on something? I am on a chair. But no.
That's how you know. That's how you know he actually isn't on something because he's using jokes like that.
Could you imagine if I was on something? I'd be like two high guys put together. Cause I always act like I'm high anyways. That's just how I enjoy life.
I enjoy life by acting like I'm high when I'm really not every single day.
It's true.
Well, you remind me of my uncle. Anyways,
Well, that can't be good.
so I mean, second track was fine. It wasn't he seriously overhyped it though. That he on Monday was saying how fire was going to be, how great it was going to be. And then from what I wasn't expecting like amazing flow or anything, but I wasn't expecting pause, jump back with another line, pause. Like I was expecting a little bit more than that.
It's
So
a
he kind of
giant
overhyped it,
orb.
but
He's about to kill everyone. He's gonna kill them all. Okay, so let me review my drawing. So I made a house. See the house? I made the house. Then I made this guy, the giant who's gonna kill the house. Then I made the people running away from the house. Then I made the tank who's gonna kill the giant. And then I made the giant worm who's gonna kill everyone. So, circle of life. But go ahead, Ryan.
can you tell me anything I just said to you in the past 10 minutes?
Yeah. Oh goodness, I forgot. Okay, no, I can tell you. But you were talking about how, you thought his track was gonna be pretty decent, and then you did pause, and you
Yeah.
really butchered it.
That's not to mean. That's not to say it was a bad track, but it wasn't. It was overhyped. Is really the only word I have to describe it. And then I did the other track, which I uploaded the other day. And the thing is, when I said the line in my track, I cried for a week when Christian roasted me. What I was trying to do with that is trying to add the joke element to the whole thing because the whole beef is fake. Um, so when I dropped the other track the other day, what I was trying to do was combine like a mean beast, just overloaded with memes,
Yeah,
while
yeet.
also dropping a few good lines.
Yeah.
So uh, that's why I took the flow for Gucci Gang at the beginning, and that's why I did the whole EXO Tour Life remix with that part because I was messing around trying to meme. And a lot of people, what I think you and a lot of people didn't get, there were a couple things. One of the things is that closing line that I used, which was, "I'm just playing, Michael. I know you love me." You, amongst other people, had told me that that was a gay, weird ending,
Because I said it was gay.
and
Yeah.
and if I could go back, I would have said something different at the end there. Do was I was trying to flip the ending of Kill Shot, where it says, I'm just playing Diddy, and I love you. So I was trying to flip it the other way around, which was stupid in hindsight, but whatever. It's not
Yup.
a crazy big idea, but
Huh.
um, what was I looking at? Anyways, so basically the track was just a combination of memes while using a good diss or two. Because remember that I've had a lot of people, or I mean most people who watched mine and his call me a tryhard or use the fact that I'm a tryhard. I mean, look.
Uh-huh.
First off, it takes it takes a long time because of multiple reasons, not just of recording. I'm not going to go into the reasons, but it's not just recording the song that makes it take a while. But the other thing too is that like I get not like going for a super long amount of time, but at the same time, I'm not going to do like one or two takes, record for like 30 minutes or an hour, and then say that it's done. Because that's the kind of thing, like if I were actually trying and actually saying some of the things that I could say in these diss tracks, then it probably would be short like that. But I have to incorporate more and take a longer time with figuring out stuff to say and like what I can't say, and then like putting that into the track, and then like you know how I did the Smeal tracks back in fall of last year, right?
Yes.
So those I would literally get so annoyed at how many times it was taking me to do, because I had to do the whole song in one take. I couldn't do multiple tracks, and it was so stupid using Smeal. Like I'm looking back and I'm just like, why? Why did I do this? But Smeal, like you have to do it all in one take. You can't do multiple tracks. So I'd be rushing those tracks back then, and they were absolute garbage. Back, they were absolute like bottom from the dumpster garbage, like at the very bottom. Like, but besides one line on the second Kenny track, everything else, like, it was terrible. Um, so I'm not gonna like, I don't, I feel when I feel like I like how the song sounds, I think it sounds okay, then I'll stop recording. Then I'll be done.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good. By the way, for those who care, I'm going to be starting a TikTok account. I'm not going to really use it for any other purposes, and purely, purely, there's one reason why I'm going to use it, and that's a reason I will disclose later. But I just want everyone to know why I just currently downloaded it, and yeah.
Anyways, um, so I mean, I'm waiting for his next track, but I said I wasn't gonna make another track, and I mean it. Because there are multiple reasons, and I'll get into this more if I end up making a reaction video to this track. Um, there's multiple reasons why I'm not gonna make a whole nother track. One of the big ones is because if I do that again, then he's just gonna make another reply. Then I'm gonna be making a reply. Then he's gonna be making a reply. Then I'm gonna be making a reply, and it's gonna be a never-ending cycle. No matter how good either one of our tracks is, somebody's gonna come back with a reply. We're just gonna keep going down, 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 further and further along, making track after track, and it'll like it. It's already getting old now. Like for us to keep making replies, then uh
Don't
why are you
worry about it.
what are you talking about TikTok?
Don't worry about it. Relax. Okay.
Are you talking to Aiden?
Ryan, look at me in my eyes.
What?
Relax.
About like going down, down, down with the tracks?
Sure.
I can't look you in your eyes because you don't have face cam on.
My goodness, look at me through the video, the live stream.
I can't because you have a super long delay.
Relax. Okay, well, that's long enough. Yeah, hopefully Ryan doesn't read the chat.
It's about TikTok.
Yeah, it is about TikTok. I'm going to be recording it for content. Dig Nebbit, we've been recording or live streaming for an hour. Can you believe that, Ryan?
I thought it would have been longer than that, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about, or you want to wrap it up?
Did you want to talk about anything else?
Not currently.
You set up an interview, then you just like we're drawing pictures and then talking to Aiden throughout the whole.
That's how you do an interview.
That's the best interviewer ever, guys.
You can't get too loaded down with just one person.
What?
You can't be loaded down by just one person. You have to expand your horizons. Okay?
Alright. I'm gonna close this up by saying.
Well, thanks for joining, Ryan. I'll see you later. I think he legit thinks I hung up on him.
Hate you.
You have closing statements. Go. 5, 4.
Okay.
3.
Subscribe to GingerPlays.
Yeah, do that.
Subscribe to RV_Squang, whatever it's called.
No, not that.
Like I said, there's not going to be a track 3. Don't expect it. Have a great week, everybody. We'll be back talking about baseball probably tomorrow because the wild card game will be over then. And whenever Christian drops his track, we'll probably talk about that too. Anyways, this has been the Retard Podcast, and we'll see you later.
All right, finally got rid of him. Yeah. All right, well, I appreciate all the support I got, mainly just from Aiden, but hey, it's still good enough for me. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I hope you guys had a pleasant time. Aiden, yep, you did lose an hour of your life, and haha, suck it. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Meow.